I was thinking the other day, I keep seeing all of these layoffs. Every week, it seems like another company is laying off another 1,000 people or 10,000 people. And I've gotten reach outs where people are asking me, hey, Brandon, I'm in between work or I'm out of work. What do I do for my personal brand that's going to help me get a job? And I always find that interesting because at the end of the day, if you're out of work, now's the time to be finding a job and hunting instead of building your personal brand, which is more like farming. And it's sad to have these conversations, but in a lot of cases, it's, hey, maybe it's time to not be picky, to get on the horse, take something that fits your experience, get the paycheck coming in, and then find a way to build a strategy to get the job you want. Because sometimes you just got to keep the lights on. Now, when we do start thinking about how do we become more than a resume, this is where things get interesting. Hey, what's up? Welcome to Brands on Brands. I'm Brandon Birkmeyer, your personal branding coach. And today I want to kind of play with this idea that, does your resume matter? If no one can Google you, does your resume matter? Right? If you don't have that online presence, what's the point of the resume? So, in my opinion, if you have no online presence, if people can't find anything when they Google you, the resume is not important. You have to be seen before you can be heard. So we're going to dive into that. And if you haven't signed up for the Brands on Brands newsletter, go to brandsonbrands.com. Check it out. Lots of great content there and resources for you. And we'll keep going. So let's talk about this idea of a resume. For me, we all have resumes. We all have a history of work. But have you tried submitting a resume to a job? Have you leveraged LinkedIn? Have you leveraged other job sites? I knew two of the job sites out there, the big ones from back in the day. Was it Monster, I think, and Career Builder? Both just got sold because they were going out of business to some other company. So not a good sale. It's harder than ever to find a job online. The number of applicants to the jobs has been skyrocketing. People aren't sorting through 30, 50 applications anymore. They're sorting through thousands. And this is after filters have been applied. And now we have algorithms and tools that are sorting through resumes. And then on the other side, you have algorithms and tools that are trying to make resumes better. And it's like one AI versus the other. So what stands out? How do you get chosen? For half the time, it's relationships. It's that you already knew someone at the company. And then people look into you. Let's say your resume does get through. Now what? They've got to compare you to other people. So what are they finding? It's not just your resume. Does this line item look better than that line item? It used to be like that. And then they'd bring you in for the interview and actually compare your personalities. But these days, you've got to do more than the resume. They're trying to get a gut check on the personality before they bring you in and waste their time. So what are you putting out there? What are they going to find? If it's nothing, that's not really encouraging. That doesn't give them a sense of if you should be one of the 10 they bring in instead of the other 90. So for me, the resume, sure, it's something being considered, but it doesn't matter if no one can Google you. Maybe 6, 7 years ago, you could get away with that. Not today. So what do we do? Well, if their resume doesn't matter, obviously update it, make it fit the algorithms. But if it doesn't matter, what can you be doing to be building some career security? Well, develop an online presence. You want career security. You want to be ultimately hireable at any point in your career. If you lose your job unexpectedly, hopefully you've dug the well. And that career security comes from an online presence. It comes from you having proof in your industry that you are a leader, that you do the work, that you pay attention, that you're into self-development, that you understand the job. And that could be as simple as posting, or it could be showing up in ways that people don't expect. Maybe you've worked in some of the clubs and associations. Maybe you've created some reports. Maybe you've spoken at a couple conferences. You get to build an online presence that's outside of work, that demonstrates yourself as a professional individual in your industry. The CEOs already have that. Look at the people you look up to. It's not their resume anymore that you're looking at. It's all the things that they've been creating around their personal brand to develop an online presence. That's their career security. So how do you become them? You start now. You start doing the work to build that online presence so that you're not just another resume that gets tossed in the bin or filtered out before they even get to see you. Make sure that when they're searching for you, they find something. That's what we got today. Hopefully you guys found this quick one interesting, and we will catch you next time. Brands on Brand.